Yes, my name is Kayanja Alex, and I'm the student lecturer as well as a teacher of mathematics. When you like this video and you like what is there, I know you're going to learn something from it. Please subscribe, like, comment, and follow at all platforms. You'll find all notes and work at my email, that is ekayanja257@gmail.com. Today, I want us to go through integration from the very first introduction, and I think we are going to look at it in details. So, integration as a topic is represented by a symbol that looks like letter S, and we are going to cover up some numbers, then I'll be explaining how they are moving on. We know that integration has different parts, and we shall have divisions, that is integration by parts, that is integration by parts. We shall have integration using odd and even powers. Then we shall have integration under simplified procedures. Now, today we are going to start with the integration under simplified procedures. Then we are going to follow procedure by procedure to cover up integration. For our start, we shall know that we shall have a question. Let's say integrate. Someone can give you a question and is like integrate x squared with respect to x. Now this question written like this, that will be our number one, shall be the same as integrate x squared with respect to x. This question means the same as this one. Now, as we are integrating, there are some 4 steps that we follow. Once we are integrating, when they give you a question covering integration, you know that the first thing we're supposed to do is to differentiate the question. The reason as why you carry out differentiation under integration is that differentiating the question means that integration comes from differentiation. We shall look at differentiation as we move in more videos. Subscribe and follow, like and comment. Yes, now we are going to first differentiate the question. Our question is x squared. We want to differentiate x with respect to x. What does this mean? They want us to differentiate x with respect to x. This means that they want us to give something like d of x squared with respect to x. This is what it means. But remember, differentiation, under differentiation has rules. One rule with differentiation is that we shall drop the power. The power we are dropping is the squared on the x. That is the power we shall be dropping. So we drop the power, that is number one. After dropping the power, maintain the bracket. Maintaining the bracket, we mean that we have our x, but we are maintaining it in the bracket, and we have dropped the power, it is here. Are we together? So after dropping the power, we maintain the bracket. Now the third step shall be differentiate the bracket. Differentiating the bracket means that you are going to go through the last 2 steps, the first 2 steps. as you are differentiating. So after we are now differentiating what is in the bracket. Remember, I told you before integration, we have to first cover differentiation, which we shall see in more videos. Now, differentiation, first and foremost, it means that just like we have seen in other recent videos, we have our d of x with respect to x. This means that we are going to go through the same procedures, but the steps up are the ones that we are going to go with. Now we know that we have x having a power of 1. Now under differentiation, we drop the 1, maintain what is in the bracket. Now the third step shall be differentiate the what? The power, not the bracket. Sorry. We differentiate the power. Differentiating the power means that we have differentiating the power means that you get the power, that is our power is 2, we subtract 1. That means that we are differentiating the power. Now we have, when we differentiate the power, we shall now have our next step as differentiating the bracket. Differentiate the bracket. Now, these four steps shall help us do our number. So they say we are going to differentiate x squared with respect to x so as to integrate it. Now we know that when we are differentiating x squared with respect to x, we shall have to drop our power, maintain what is in the bracket, differentiate the power, that is 2 minus 1, giving us 1. We differentiate what is in the bracket, which is 1. So meaning the derivative here shall be, when we differentiate x squared with respect to x, we shall have our answer as 2x. So this is the answer that we are going to get after differentiating. But remember now, differentiation is the reverse of integration. Meaning, if we have differentiated and we have got to x, now we are going to integrate x squared with respect to x. What we do first is, when you have a question that integrate x squared with respect to x, what we do first is, since we are dropping the power and we are multiplying it, now here we shall be dividing the power. Are we together? So we know that since integration is the reverse of differentiation, we shall have x, then we shall have the power added by 1. Since we have our power subtracting 1 under differentiation, here we get the power, we add 1 out of the new power. That is the 2 plus 1. And this shall be written as, meaning of the steps that we follow under integration, we get the original value in the bracket, you maintain the bracket, then the step 2 shall be, get the power plus 1, get the original power, then you add and add 1. So our third step shall be, you divide the new answer by the new power, and you proceed, meaning that we are going to be using these 3 steps to carry out integration functions. So our answer shall look like, if they tell us to integrate x squared dx with respect to x, when I write dx I mean with respect to x, so that our answer shall be x to power 3 out of the new power, which is 3. Now we add a constant. Why do we add a constant? We add the constant to show that the integration has stopped and it is no longer continuing. So there is a constant. A constant value can be 0, can be any digit, but now a constant has an original sign. So whether it is a negative or a positive, the constant remains a positive. That should be noted. So in our next lessons, we shall have to know how we move on with the integration integration by that's. But now before we shall go to this, I think we shall have to first cover integration using odd and even powers. So we shall first cover integration using odd and even powers. So this shall be our next topic as we are covering integration. But before, you can try out these few numbers in your free time. You can now go through these questions using your free time. One, they can tell you to integrate the following. One, our number one shall be integrate x cubed with respect to x, since I had explained what dx means. Number two shall be integrate x power 5 with respect to x. And now our number 3 shall be integrate y maybe power 7 with respect to y. We shall see all these corrections after you have tried out in our next video. Please subscribe, like, and follow. Thank you.